Hey guys, before I forget it, I wanted to do this part of the video and I forgot about it. Just to show a lot of people how to get a pack like this on and off. I mean, it's a question that has come up, and so what I'll do is I'll take the pack off, put it down, and then show you how I get it back on from the ground up. I know there's several different ways. In the military you could flip it over, like kind of upside down over your shoulders. This pack, I'll show you what I do. So basically you'll undo the sternum strap that keeps basically what the sternum strap does is keep your shoulders, the shoulder pads in place from falling off your shoulder. They don't really support too much, although it does feel that it helps me a little bit. Your adjustable straps up top here, when you put the pack on, I'll show you when I do that. You have two straps here at the top of the pack to kind of get the pack sitting on your shoulders correctly, and then you have another set here and here to kind of snug it up. And then of course you got your hip belt. That's super important. That's the first thing you want to secure when you put the pack on. Make sure the pack is resting, a lot of the weight is resting on your lower lumbar or your hips rather than all on your shoulders. So that's going to dictate how far you could hike and how fast you tire out. If your pack is on wrong, and I'm experimenting with that with this pack. Now normally I wouldn't carry such a heavy pack, but since this is a specific pack for a specific purpose, you know, to get home or to bug out, where you may be out in the field for 3, 4, 5 days trying to get to your secondary location or another location, another area, another safe area, because your other area has been compromised, or you're trying to get back home. So you want items in this bag to help you do that. That's why it's built the way it is. If I was to take this off and then go on a patrol and maybe try to secure this perimeter or to see what's around here, I'll probably leave this pack here covered up, camouflaged up, and then take my other pack, my front pack, with me with some gear in it and do like a patrol. Just have some basics on me, some first aid, some water, fire making ability, and have a much lighter load. So there's different types of gear for different types of situations. So you're not going to carry this pack for every type of situation. So let's undo the sternum, and then we'll take the shoulder straps, we'll undo the hip belt. So take the shoulder strap off. So let one shoulder fall here, the other shoulder fall here. Kind of just support it, grab it, and take it to the ground. Okay? So now the pack is, see if that stands up. We're not on super level ground here, but see if that stands up. One of the things I wanted to show you guys is this Holzbrook hatchet that I got. This is a fantastic addition to the pack, especially for up north here, where there's different types of trees and things like that. I think a hatchet is very, very important to have. So I got this Holzbrook recently. Haven't even put it through the test yet, but I have it on the pack, ready to go. Also, I added a piece of, this was one of those seat pads that you sit on. I cut it up a little bit, made it a little easier to put in the front pocket here. And this is kind of a lifesaver, because if you don't have knee pads on and you're setting up camp or doing something here, if maybe I'm getting ready to light a fire, you know, I could bend down, I could kneel on this, especially if I was on rocky ground, and save my knees. So a little bit of a pad, I could even sit on it or use it under my pillow or something like that. So it's something that hardly weighs anything, and it goes right in my pocket here in the front of the pack. I can grab it easily. One of the another things that I put in the front of the pack is a military poncho. If it did start raining, I could stop, put this poncho on. I could also use it to make a quick shelter rather than pull out my full-size tarp. I got a signal bandana, of course my water bladder here. So right off the front of the pack, without even going in it, I have a lot of access to gear. I've got my Soku 20-watt solar panel right on here. You guys seen a video on that, and that charges all my small gear, including my phone. And so just do a quick walk around here on this side of the pack. Then what I'll do is I'll show you how I put the pack on. Okay, so now my water bladders are full. This pack is ready to go. There's food on board, everything's on board, just the way it would be if I had a bug out. So I was running to grab this pack, or going to grab this pack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this handle here, right here, this grab handle. I'm going to place the pack firmly on my thigh and kind of sit it just like this, like it was a little, you know, like somebody was standing on my thigh. Put one arm in the shoulder strap here and then kind of wriggle around and get the other one in. So let's do it now, and I'll show you guys how that's done and how I do it. Of course, you want to practice this, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm practicing putting my pack on, because it's not that easy when this pack is loaded out to put it on. If you bend down the wrong way and you don't use your legs and your hips, and you kind of bend down the wrong way, you could injure your back before you're even ready to bug out, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So let's put it on, okay? So here, I grab it here, we hoist it up. It's on my thigh. We get a shot of that around here. I'm still holding the handle. I still have control of the pack. All the weight though, basically all the weight is sitting on my thigh. So I'm going to take my right arm here and put it through this shoulder strap right here. See it? I've got it pulled out with my left hand. So I'm going to put that through and kind of put my back right into the airscape here. Kind of hoist it up. Put the other shoulder strap in. Okay. Make sure my shoulder straps are flat. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is get my hip support. So I loosen my belt up so I could tighten it again. So I loosen that down, put my hip support on. Want that nice and snug. Then I'm going to reach up my two upper shoulder harnesses here, and here. I want to make sure there's no big gap in between my back and my shoulders there. I want to pull that in so the pack is sitting on my shoulders. Then again, I want to pull my bottom straps down and back. Here we go. So bottom straps down and back. Now that pack is sitting on my hips. And then we hit the sternum strap. Again, you could loosen that up until you pull it through. Hook it on, just snug it. Now we're ready. Thanks for joining me, guys. Stay ready. Look for some more videos to come. Very important topic. That's why I'm devoting a lot of videos to the bug out bag in this series. There's many components of this, and it evolves a certain way based on where you live. Of course, we're moving, so it's got to change. The bag has to change a little bit. So thanks for joining me. Take care. Stay ready. Questions, comments, always appreciated. Anthony, signing off. Take care.